You know, even when you're the host of the greatest video game program ever to hit the internet, you're susceptible to injury. And today I got a whopping back injury. You know, I play beach volleyball on Thursdays at the beach there. Obviously at the beach. But, oh man, I murdered my back. I think I did something wrong. And then Saturday, this Saturday when I went out to the garage sales, I mean, if anybody gets a back injury, man, you have no business on a motorcycle. Because, I mean, I did about 40, maybe 50 miles today. And, I mean, every bump was just like, was murder. But it wasn't going to stop me. It wasn't going to keep me away from the deals today. So, I'm drinking coffee. I don't normally drink coffee. I hear coffee's good for a bad back. Whatever. But today's a very special show. And this is going to be a long one, guys. So, you know, so buckle up. Strap yourselves in. I mean, you know, what, you got something better to do? Come on. Today is a friends and family show. We're doing a friends and family show today. And we're going to have a little bit of garage sale action. Because even though it was raining all morning long, I still got out there and I hit the garage sale. So I'll show you what we got, you know. But first I want to do a tribute to friends and family. Because I got some friends that watch the show. You know, my local friends around here. And my parents, they go out to the garage sales. So, you know, sometimes they find something, and, you know, they don't know much about video games, but they give me a call and they tell me what they see. And, you know, if I think it's a good deal, I say go for it. And then, you know, I'm not much of a bargainer, but my parents, they're just ruthless. I mean, they'll walk away from anything. So beyond the price that they tell me that they can get it for, they try to chip the guy down even more. And they're just like, you know, they've been at this for years. So, I mean, I can learn a lot from them, and I have. So, first of all, I was at my friend Scott's barbecue the other day, and on the way out the door, he took me in the garage, and he says, listen, I got this stuff for you if you want it, you know. And he had more. He said, I got more in the attic if you want it. But I don't know, I feel kind of awkward taking things from friends, you know. I'd rather my friends keep their stuff, you know, because, you know, it's nostalgia, you know, when they're kids, when they have their kids and whatnot, and their kids grow up, you know, they can fork it over to their kids and they can, you know, have a blast with it or break it, I don't know. But, you know, I got a couple friends that have been offering me some stuff, but I'd rather they keep it. But he said, no, take this. So, you know, I did. First off, my buddy Scott hooked me up with a Game Gear that's like in fantastic shape. Let me show you this here. A Game Gear, which is awesome. You guys know my little story about Game Gear. I grew up with the Lynx, and my buddy Georgie had Game Gear, and we used to fight back and forth over which was the better system. I guess Game Gear had a better run than the Lynx. I don't know. Some can argue that, but yeah, I think it's just great. You know, we have a Lynx now, and now we have a Game Gear. A lot of nostalgia involved with this game system right here, and it came with. He had Sonic the Hedgehog in the back. My hands are a little shaky. I've been drinking coffee. I've been watching these videos lately. My hands are very shaky lately. Maybe I'm getting like adult onset Parkinson's disease or something. Who knows? Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Mortal Kombat. G-Lock Air Battle. I don't know how well you guys can see these games. You know, because what am I going to do? I'm going to pull each one out of the case. I don't want to bore you to death. And columns. So, you know, big shout to my friend Scott. You know, he's a super generous guy. And this is a huge hookup for the show. I'd love to do, what I really want to do is I really want to do some reviews on handheld systems and kind of do them right. Like build like a clamp to hold them securely and, you know, get the camera in place and really do nice reviews on some of these handheld systems, especially the Lynx, man. I really want to do some reviews with the Lynx because I don't think there are a lot of good reviews for Lynx games out there. Not good reviews, I mean that the person isn't doing a good review, but just to get the camera set up right and really get some nice shots of Lynx games, because I don't think a lot of people know about the Lynx and how good it really is. So yeah, that's my buddy Scott right there. And I also want to give a big shout out to my buddy VS for handling the camera work on the Houston We Have a Problem video. You know, anytime I need any help, I call up VS and he gives me a hand. Okay. Now, my parents. My parents are good. Okay. First they call me up and they say, "Yeah, we found this Xbox here." You know, it's funny to hear them because they don't really know video games. So that when they try to describe it, I wish I could have it on the phone, because it's kind of funny. But yeah, they got me this Xbox here. Now this thing is in the box. It's like brand new. Brand new. I mean, whoever used this might have used it once, twice, I don't know. But check this out. The box is in pretty good condition. It's a little beat up on the top. And I can't get over how heavy the Xbox is. I mean, this is like the heavyweight champion of gaming systems. I don't think there's a heavier gaming system out there. But look at this, guys. Okay. We got the two joysticks in here, and all the connectors and whatnot, which have obviously, you know, it's been used, but the controllers are like they're immaculate. They're immaculate. I don't know if you can say. Well, they were immaculate. Okay. So much for that. And then the system's in here. It's still bagged up with the styrofoam. And this thing is like, look at that. It's pristine. It's pristine. It's like brand new. It comes with all the stuff, you know, all the instruction manual, the little hookup guide here, limited time offer. I guess this is for like Xbox Live or something like that. You know, all this nonsense for $10. $10. They told me they did $10. So needless to say, I'm ecstatic about that. I think that's a super price for it's like a brand new Xbox. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then they called me again. This time with Ps1 Games. Now, I know we've been getting a lot of Ps1 games lately, but I mean, there's so many of them out there. I feel, you know, if you could get them for a good deal, then grab them. The cases on these games are kind of messed up, you know, with cracks and whatnot, but the games themselves, they're in good shape. So here we go. Okay. And the price for these, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games for $10. They wanted 15 for the 13. My parents talked them down to 10. So, here we go. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Jet Moto 2. Walt Disney World Magical Racing Tour. Hercules. Now that I'm looking at these, like every single goddamn case is cracked. How does this happen? How does somebody let this happen? Anyway. Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. Okay. Shooter Space Shot. I'm really curious to see what this game is all about. I never saw this before. Okay. Frogger, he's back. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. Rayman. If any of you guys watched the show, you know that I picked up Rayman, just the game, just the CD, for 99 cents at the thrift store, which I was psyched about because I love Rayman. I love the you know, the whole Rayman franchise. So now to have the case is the icing on the cake, and to have another copy, you know, that's great. Spider-Man. Madden 99. Okay. And Pac-Man World. So, you know, I guess I got plenty of CD cases. I could just replace them, and then we got, you know, a nice you know, group of PlayStation games. You know, 13 PlayStation games for $10. So that's less than $1 a game. I mean, in the thrift stores, they're hitting you for at least $4 for a PlayStation game, and that's with cracked case. And it looks like a Wolverine attacked the side of the disc that's so scratched up. So, once again, Mom and Dad coming through. And lastly, Mom and Dad gave me a call and they said, you know, the guy here, he's got this this Super Nintendo, and right there I hear Super Nintendo. I'm like, oh, how much? How much? $20 with 7 games. I was like, buy it now. So they tried to talk the guy down to $15, but the guy wasn't having it. He wanted $20 for it. So let's show you what we got here. We got a Super Nintendo here with all the connections here. The AV cord and the power plug, the elusive power plug. For some reason I have such a hard time trying to find a Super Nintendo power plug, and we got one thanks to Ryan right now. But yeah, so here it is. She's in really nice shape, really clean. It's not yellowed at all. I know a lot of people have a hang up with a yellowed Super Nintendo. I actually saw a Super Nintendo at a garage sale that was so incredibly yellowed. I mean, it looked like it came out of like a smoker's lounge or something. I wanted to buy it just because it was so ridiculously yellowed. I would have put it proudly. I would have displayed it proudly over here because I don't think you could find a Super Nintendo that yellow. I feel like taking one of these apart and painting them deliberately yellow. I mean, like an obnoxious yellow. But the guy wanted like outrageous money for it. I think the guy wanted like $25 for it, just the system completely yellowed, and I wasn't going for that. You know, sometimes I wish I had my camera out there in the field. It's tough on the motorcycle, but just to show you guys some of this stuff, it's ridiculous. All right, so they got me the Super Nintendo, and then what's this? Oh, this is for the Xbox. And Okay, so it has one controller. It has here's the controller, and there's more cables. I guess the RF, and another. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this stuff is. Okay, here's the RF and the 7 games. And now, guys, these games are clean, clean, clean. Let me show them to you. Okay, where do we start? Super Mario World. It's probably my second favorite. Next to Super Mario Brothers 2 was my favorite Super Mario Brothers game. And then I would have to say Super Mario World. So we got that. Okay. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Capcom game. The Jungle Book. Clue. This one's dirty. The Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. Tetris 2. And Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World. So there you have it. Super Nintendo and 7 games for $20. This Super Nintendo is actually, this is in better shape than the one that I have, so I might wind up keeping this one. And then who knows, maybe trading the other one away. There we go. And then finally, what I found today. Okay. This lady was having a moving sale, and it was actually on the inside of a house, which is kind of weird. I don't like going inside of people's houses for a sale. I don't know. I feel awkward. Like I walk inside, her daughter's eating a bowl of cereal, and I'm like, oh hi, you know, I'm kind of going through your personal life here, you know. It's kind of weird, but listen, guys. If I stress anything, and if you learn anything, and I know I say this over, I'm beating a dead horse. But if I stress anything about going to garage sales, please, guys, if you're going out there, please ask if they have video games if you don't see them. Because I'm about to say something pretty powerful here. I'd say 85% of the time. That's kind of too much. I would almost say 50% of the time I have to ask for them to bring out the video games. Now that's pretty miraculous, if you think about it. That is pretty miraculous. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, here we go. It's a mixture of PlayStation and PlayStation 2 games, so let's just have at it here. Okay, Spyro the Dragon. Okay. A Bug's Life. Gex, Enter the Gecko. Rugrats, Search for Reptar. Jet Moto. Okay. Spider-Man 2. Crash Bandicoot 2. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Harry Potter. And now we have PlayStation 2 games here. Sonic Heroes, Nickelodeon Barnyard, okay, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, and Sonic Riders. Now here's an example, guys, of how I'm becoming spoiled by the garage sales. Okay, I said to this lady, I said, well, how much do you want for these games? Now we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 games, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 PlayStation games, 4 PlayStation 2 games. I said to the lady, well, how much do you want for all of them? She said $20. I said, I thought in my head, $20, there's no way. There's no way I'm paying that. But if I think about it, okay, sorry guys. Sorry guys, we had a problem with the atomic batteries. I had to change the fuel rods on the atomic batteries. Okay. So like I was saying, $20 for these she wanted, and like I said, I was saying I'm not paying $20 for all these games, and you know what? And then I thought to myself, you know what? 2 months ago, 3 months ago, if I was at the thrift store, I would have paid a lot more than $20 for this. So you know what? The garage sales are spoiling me, and that really made me think. It really made me think when this garage sailing season is over, it's going to be real tough to go back to the thrift stores. I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to, you know, with my tail between my legs, I'm going to have to go back in there, you know. But I tell you what, it really changes your perspective on what you should be paying for video games. I think in one aspect it's a very healthy thing, because now you know you're willing to walk away from high prices, which you should be willing to do, because we should be getting good deals out there. But I told her, I told her $15. I said I have $15. I'll give you $15 for them, and she said no. And you know what? I turned around and I walked for the door, and she said, you know what? Okay. She goes, take them. Now she's mad, right? Take them. Take them. Take them. So I gave her $15 for that. So I was happy with that deal. So what are you going to do? So here we go. If we're going to tally it up, the Game Gear for free, the Xbox for 10, the PlayStation games for 13, that's 23. $20 for the Super Nintendo with the 7 games, that's 43. And then at 43 plus 15 is what, 58? You gotta excuse me, I'm no Robert Oppenheimer. So yeah, 58. $58 for this stuff, guys. I don't know. I'm willing to pay that. I thought I got a good deal. So tell me what you think. That's it. Bidhead 1000 here. I'm gonna go take some leave and rest up my back. And I'll see you guys next time.